guys, you're watching Dance On. I'm your host, Luan Legacy, and thanks for tuning in to your Smash Recaps. This show is crazy. This show is crazy. So much happened in this episode that you had to have watched it to know what happened, but I'm going to try my best to keep you guys updated. The show opens up and Eileen has invited some of the investors over for a table read. They're expecting the famous movie star Rebecca Duval to show up, but there's one problem. She's in Cuba. The investors are not happy about this and they chew her out, but as they say on Broadway, the show must go on, and the producers ask Karen to be the official Marilyn understudy for a week, and she's thrilled to have this chance of a lifetime. Ivy, who is out of a job because of her Heaven on Earth slip-up last episode, is scheming to find a way back into the show. She puts on this nice girl act to hang out with the chorus, congratulates Karen for her role as Marilyn, and even buys her a pair of Marilyn-esque sunglasses. She seems genuine, but who knows what she's up to. Eileen's investors are still grilling her about the whereabouts of their star. Frustrated, she goes to have a drink and a little talk with the bartender, Nick, who reveals to her that he might know somebody with enough money to solve all of her investment problems. This guy turns out to be the rock star, Randy Cobra. With a little of her business-savvy persuasion, she successfully gets him to invest, and Nick the bartender successfully gets a kiss off on Eileen. Is this a new romance blooming? Derek visits Karen at her apartment to personally tell her that even though she's been doing a great job as Marilyn, their star will be arriving tomorrow. He also wanted to apologize for making a pass on her at the beginning of the auditions. On his way out, he sees Dev, who knows that Derek has made a move on his girlfriend, and the two have a big confrontation where a few punches were thrown that Karen had to physically stop. The men of this episode, crazy. They're animals. On the final day of rehearsals, Karen gives a stunning vocal performance as Marilyn, but her moment in the spotlight is cut short as Rebecca has finally arrived. Does she have what it takes to be the new Marilyn? We'll just have to keep watching to find out. Other important things to note in this episode: Tom and John's relationship is on the rocks after there is obvious chemistry between Tom and Sam, the dancer, and Frank's absence is really taking a toll on Julia's emotional sanity. He doesn't talk to her, but he is still keeping in contact with Leo. Hopefully I covered it all, but really guys, you have to be watching the show to know exactly what's going on. With that being said, this has been Luan Legacy. You're watching Dance On, and tune in next week for another episode of your weekly Smash Recaps.